The original Alien movie was set way over 100 years in the future, and since then it feels like we've had way more than 100 prequels, sequels, remakes, you name it. So if we can have that many movies, then why can't we have a TV series? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, and that's exactly what we've got. We've seen Alien movies, we've seen the prequels, we've seen the remakes, the remasters, whatever you want to call them. We've seen pretty much every single... They've even renamed it Prometheus and all these like weird names, but now we've got another piece of product coming here from the alien world. This one is called Alien Earth, and I think that they've beat this franchise to death, but at least you're getting something relatively new when you get it in a TV series format.
I agree, the movie concept has been done to death, and you know what, we are in the age of television. I'm not saying movies are non-existent, but at the same time, I don't know how many Alien movies there's been in terms... I mean, I'd say there's been over 10.
Oh, I'd say easily.
Easy. And you know, I had my doubts about this show, right? Still got some doubts, but...
It picked up towards the end. I think it was a slow start, a slow burner.
Slow burner. And you know what? I think that makes sense. I do believe they're always going to struggle to balance right here. First movie's about 2 hours long. First episode of the TV show is an hour 5 minutes. But, like you said, it picked up towards the end. Some good, some bad, but... definitely not the worst episode of television I've seen.
No, definitely not. And the premiere episode of this show's got an 8.8 on IMDb, and I've seen that episode 2's got a 9.5. So here, hopefully there's an improvement in episode 2. But Alien Earth, we will start with episode 1, the premiere. It was a double release, so yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I kind of like going from episode to episode, but here, they want to give us 2 episodes to begin with, and they want to give us double the content to sink our teeth into, and that's exactly what we'll do. Episode 1 was called Neverland, and we basically just get the introduction. We see the alien for the first time, seen it very early on. The spaceship crashes into Earth, and we get introduced to all these like rich trillionaires that apparently own parts of the world. Now, this is supposed to be a thing in the Alien franchise. Maybe I was just not really paying attention when watching the original movies, but I actually didn't really take note of that.
I was aware, I just didn't know the names.
Alright, well, we get introduced to
them. It's all like, in the second one, Aliens, sure, the guy with the curly hair, I think the guy who's also in Under Siege, he's kind of shady and got billionaire backing, and he's like, oh, well, yeah, don't worry, Ripley, we'll do your wee plan, and he kind of backtracks on that, so, it's, yeah, but you know what, just that guy sitting there at the office desk, man, with his feet on the table, that pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, if I can get into things that I didn't like, it's just that it's a very DEI heavy cast. I mean, we were literally playing a game of Spot the White Man.
You were here in the West Wing, where were they?
Yeah, that is legit, man. It's like very, I mean, people talk about, I don't see anybody who represents me. I don't see anybody that looks like me. Well, that's exactly what we were thinking watching this. Like, where's the people that look like us? But we start on the USCSS ship, and this is like I guess, a look at the past, and we get introduced to this crew. The only person that survives is Morrow, who is, I believe, a synthetic... I was going to say a synthetic human, maybe a hybrid. So we see them waking up from their little sleep pod chambers. There's some Asian guy who just apparently pervs on all the women. That was his gimmick, making everyone feel uncomfortable. He looked at them. Morrow was telling him not to look at them. He sat beside them. They got up.
Were they all synthetics though?
I don't think so. I think Morrow was the only synthetic.
But I kind of got the vibe that they were all synthetics, because we then later see in the episode.
Nah, because that person that got slaughtered, there was blood.
Yeah, and obviously they produce milk. Well, not milk, but it's like white
liquid. So yeah.
Milk.
I think that Morrow was the only synthetic person there. I mean, I could be wrong. They have dinner, we see them go back into their pod, and later Morrow's in like the safety. I need to get out of here. Launch me into a different, stratosphere or whatnot. And it looks like the alien inside the ship has pretty much killed everyone else in there. There's one woman left in the crew, and she's desperate to get in. And Morrow gets up and he goes to the door, and you think maybe he's going to help her, he's going to let her in, but he decides not to. He just
welds it shut.
Yeah, and it's like, it reminded me like the Terminator. His arm just like transformed into this like welding like tool, and
a soldering iron essentially.
Yeah, we didn't see that from the synthetic guy in the original Alien. Like,
I didn't really like this though, because it's like the alien is the granddaddy of them all. I mean, essentially what the series is about.
True,
and it just gets introduced like this like throwaway fucking creature. It's like, hold on, that's Alien.
Yeah, but I feel like because it is based on aliens, I think they want to show it early.
No, I understand that.
And we only got like a brief glimpse, so I don't think it was too bad.
Put it this way, I don't think there's anybody watching this and not seen any Alien before.
Yeah, but you also see that it could maybe be a problem if you get the first episode and you don't see the Alien.
Yes, but it's a TV.
But we also got,
but it's a TV show.
We also got to see, yeah, we got to see like the face huggers, albeit they were like dormant, they weren't really doing anything, and we got introduced to these new types of aliens that they looked like small. They looked like those beetles, like what's those cockroach beetles, or what do you call those?
Dung beetles.
They looked like dung beetles, but when they bit those two humans, they like
expanded
into about
bloodsuckers.
10 times their original size. So
Morrow got them killed.
Yeah, pretty much. So we get introduced to Wendy, who I think is the main character, and she originally is like this sick little girl, and I guess she gets a chance at a new life, and they put her into this like synthetic body, and she becomes like this hybrid of a synthetic person / human, and she is now full health. There was some, key words in there that maybe we weren't too keen on. Like they did mention transitioning twice, which felt very woke. And just the male cast members. I mean, I was looking at them, and they just don't really fill me with masculinity. I don't know how you feeling that.
Yeah, you said it was no one represents us. Even the white guys don't represent us because they look like little fucking bitch boys. Damn it. They really do. Like, honestly, like look at Morrow. This kind of like big physical black guy. All the white guys look scrawny, nerdy, pathetic.
Yeah, I just think that, I mean, you're used to when you're seeing like thrillers or actions or horrors, like you want the big white guy. It doesn't even need to be white, but you just want the big guy who's like roided up and muscly, and like the kind of guy that you think would save you if some shit was going down like this. I mean, I'm looking at this cast, and I'm not really.
They look about 16, but the reality is they're probably about 37.
Yeah, I'm not really getting the vibe here that they're going to do much damage. I mean, they do look like soy boys. For some reason, the trillionaires, he posed for a picture for FX, and he's wearing a suit with no shoes on or socks.
They're fucking weirdos, man. No, honestly, see the people that have taken over Hollywood.
You can just see, just looking at them, they've got that weird look. It's like. I mean, they just don't look all there. I wouldn't be surprised if that. I think these people probably identify with more genders than there's been Alien movies.
Easily, man.
But anyway, back to the review. So we get introduced to Wendy. She quote unquote transitions into the synthetic person. That's good. They try and like train her, and I guess she's beginning to maybe have slight human. I don't know, feelings.
Cringe scene where she jumped off a cliff and landed on the sand.
Yeah, that's about 200 feet. I mean, I don't care if you're synthetic or not. It's gonna do some damage, surely.
Yeah, but we know there's going to be a point in this show, right, where her and the rest of the synthetics get hit by something, and they're going, "Oh, my wee limb came off." So it's like your body can survive like a 200 feet fall and just like practically walk it off, like literally, but. A wee object hits you and you'll be bleeding the white stuff. Come on, damn it.
Yeah, we then get introduced. We don't get introduced, but we get Morrow in his final scene before getting to Earth. He puts in the status report, says that all the crew's dead, which I think is technically true. But I mean, I guess he had a helping hand in that. Yeah, because they are trying to get the alien back to Earth. So I'm imagining maybe he was the only guy that was maybe aware of that. Perhaps that was maybe a secret plan, and that the rest of them were expendable. But I think that entire crew from the first scene are pretty much dead. He then puts himself in like the safety pod chamber. The alien finally gets into the room. It drops a bit of saliva on him. I thought it was going to burn them because we've seen that. Or maybe that's not their saliva, but we can certainly see that when they bleed acid, or they do bleed acid, aliens.
Yes.
Or some weird shit.
Well, I thought this was acid. Maybe the
That's what I
synthetics
thought.
have some form of protection against it. I don't know, but
I mean, possibly, but, you know, I was expecting it to have some damage. It didn't. Then we see the ship crash into Earth, and we get some sort of rescue team that is led by Captain Medic, who, again, it just doesn't look very. He's not like. It's like you want to get behind Stallone, you want to get behind Schwarzenegger. I mean, I look at
Carl Weathers.
yeah. I mean, I look at Aliens, and you look at the original, and like they're all fucking like masculine men. They're all like big. They've all got muscles. This guy looks like he's never been to a gym in his life.
But that's the key thing. I mean, I think in the original Alien, they were like more like. They were technicians. They weren't really built for combat in the first one, but they were still guys with physical presence. The second one was, we're sending in the army here.
No, but even the army in this series, they didn't impress me that much.
No, well, and this guy's supposed to be some form of top man.
And it seems like, again, the army's got like DEI hires, and you've got some black chick with like red hair.
They created...
Wait, come on. Looks like somebody, it looks like a create a character in a video game from what's that game that's like GTA, but it's not.
Saints Row.
It's like
They created like 7 synthetics, right? And they were every race and creed apart from a white man.
Yeah, and what's the chances of the white man not being there? Like, the white man has traditionally been like the most prominent role in television. But we're getting to the point now where you can't not be a white man unless you're the big, bad, evil boss. So, right, the team then infiltrate this ship. 2 of the members go into this, I guess it's like the science lab or the experiment lab. And they do see some versions of like aliens, get face huggers, etc. in there. But they're all like kept away, they're dormant. But they get one of those like beetle things that comes down from the ceiling and sneaks down one of the black guy's uniform, and then Morrow holds him at gunpoint and orders him back into the room. He ties them to these pipes, so they're both handcuffed or chain linked or something like that, zip ties, I don't know what he used. But then the beetle comes and just like bites the black guy in the neck, and then it gets about 10 times its size, and a different one comes down, bites the other guy, and they both appear to die. And we see these beetle things like turning into like 10, 15 times their size.
It's a hell death. I mean, this is just a death straight for hell because can't even defend themselves. It's not like they died trying to defend it off. Like, they were just...
It's going to be the worst way to go. Even though these things are small, it's like, I just think...
Same with a facehugger. I thought we could have got a facehugger here, but at least if you're taking on a facehugger or these things, right?
I think you'd rather take on a xenomorph, though. I think you'd rather take on a xenomorph without being binded up, because then you could just run.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than this, where you're just tied there and you can't do nothing.
Couldn't do anything. It's that brutal.
Yeah, so they die, and then we've got the... I think that... Is it the lead... Who is the leader of this little operations, this rescue team? I think it was Rashidi.
I believe it was.
So I think he's the leader, and he's with, I believe the female is Siberian or whatnot. And they're alongside Hermit. Now, Hermit's like the medic. It's a weird name for a guy. He's Captain Medic.
He's
the
brother
brother of Wendy.
We used to watch Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, there's like some cartoons and stuff like this, and Wendy spots on the news or something like that this team has went in and that this ship has crashed, and they went in to like investigate it, and she decides that she wants to go and help her brother, but the people that transitioned her and ran the experiments, they're surprised that she is having these feelings, and the trillionaire guy is there. I think his name is Boy. Boy Cavalier, he's there, and he doesn't think that she can have like the human natural responses to actually want to go and help, but she claims that she is human, and she claims that's her brother. So her and the synthetics get suited and booted, and I guess they're going to go in. Like, why? I don't really know. I mean, at this point, they don't think that this rescue team's in danger or nothing. So, like, why? I don't know what.
It just felt like the retarded Avengers. Anytime it cut to these synthetics, man, it was
goofy.
They're rolling about in the maybe a Batwings are gonna run that. And it's like, what? They're all sitting back to back. It's like,
yeah.
Well, actually, what I would say is are we? Are they still in the mind that they're children?
I mean, that could be true.
But she doesn't really give me that vibe.
Maybe she's more advanced. Maybe she's been.
Yeah,
maybe she's learned more or something.
Either way, it was weird. It was like riding the custard bus.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, they get like suited and booted, and that's it. Really, we see the two guys inside the ship die, and I mean that was pretty much it. She along with her little synthetic buddies are going to go in and help her brother make sure he survives, and yeah, that was pretty much the end of the episode. I believe we've still got the alien running about this ship, and yeah, we're already 2 members down.
Do you not think though this kind of takes away though in a degree from like the original movie? Now, one of the movies, I don't know if it's Romulus, it's one of them. It's actually set like a couple of days before the original movie, and it's to do with the original Alien.
I think it's a couple of years.
Well, either or, it's the same Alien, right? But with this movie, this TV show, sorry, it's like a full city has been like decimated here by a ship, and you've got a feeling that these creatures, this xenomorph, is going to like wreak havoc. But then, like when you watch Alien, and you feel like they've just discovered that life form for the first time. You know what I mean, though?
Well, that group of people certainly have.
Yeah, but then in Aliens, like it's like a big massive time skip, and then it's like revealed, like, oh yeah, they didn't believe that those things existed till she took them back.
Yeah, well, I don't think this entire series is going to be based on that ship. I think they'll go in and try and do a clean up, something along those lines. I doubt the 8 episodes are happening on that crash landed ship. But I thought it did get better the longer it went. I mean, it was decent. I felt like the episode did drag on a lot, and it lasted a while. But by the time it ended, I actually did want to watch episode 2. So I mean, I'll give it a bit of praise there. Production-wise, I thought it looked good. Quality-wise, I thought it looked good. Even when you got the rescue team and they're in the ship and it's like dark and you got like the lights flashing and they've got. I just like the lighting and stuff like that. I thought the effects were good. There's like some electrician sparks and stuff. It was
a lot of flash forwards for like each character. It would show you like maybe like their death, for example, which I thought was a good touch as well, especially with the beginning.
Yeah, look, I thought this was alright. I thought it was a decent episode for a premiere. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Honestly, didn't start too good. I mean, the initial scene was alright, and then it kind of was slow for the next 15-20 minutes, but I thought it picked up after that.
Yeah, so. I mean, you could probably shave about 15 minutes off the episode. It was, 65 minutes? But overall, good premiere, good pilot. I've seen way worse television shows in the last couple of years, so I'll give it a 6.
And there's probably been worse Alien movies as well than this, I would have to imagine. Alien 3 was bogging.
It was. No guns. Oh, that's shite. Resurrection was alright.
Big Clay
Was it Resurrection?
Nah, that was the Resurrection.
They were fucking swimming?
I think, is Resurrection not 3, but is Resurrection not the 3rd movie?
No, Alien
or is that
3
4?
is just Alien 3. I think it's
okay.
Alien
so Resurrection's 4?
Actually. Don't know, they just ripping names off of Resident Evil or something, but...
looks like that. Anyway, guys, that's a 6.5 out of 10. Let us know your thoughts down below.
Feels, it's refreshing. It's like a brand new spin on it, I guess. It's like you've seen you watch the Walking Dead spin-offs. It's like fucking hell.
Yeah, and it's like a series that we've never seen. I mean, horror series are kind of rare, and I don't believe we've had one based on aliens. So, yeah, 6.5 out of 10, guys. Let us know your thoughts down below. We will review episode 2 tomorrow. Then I guess we'll have a look at the promo for episode 3. So, yeah, we've got Alien. Maybe this will be a decent show. Maybe now with this and Dexter. Retribution, maybe we're going to have... Resurrection, sorry. I think that's because you said Retribution, I got confused. Maybe we're going to have 2 good shows a week to watch.
Well, I've got a feeling this will be nowhere near on Dexter.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to be positive because I know Daryl Dixon season 3 starts in 10 days, and I know that's not going to be good.
7th of September, mate.
Is that it? I thought it was the 24th of August.
No, it's 7th of September. Thank fuck, by the way.
Anyway, guys, that's it. 6.5 out of 10. Let us know your thoughts down below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.